10:30 on the 8th. I think I'm gonna mount that right out there crudely for the moment. Pull the water tank out from there along with the pump, which is right there. And then if you look in, I pulled the butyl tape off so that I can get some nice understanding of the flow and everything else. I gotta pull those other 3 bolts off. They're all below the water line. And I gotta make sure that I bolt this down because it's floating a little bit. Before it expels far more than it's coming in. So I'm gonna go get the roll of butyl tape, or get the roll of butyl tape to tape that from the outside again, and go from there. Huzzah! I am in Gulfport at the Gulfport Marina, which is where I was trying to fuel up, but as I came in and tried to throttle down, so I mean the idea is you never want to come in faster than you want to actually hit the dock. So I was throttling down and the motor was not throttling down yet again. Checked my things and it's on the carburetor, stuck open, until it cooled down a little bit and then now it's closed again. So I'm scratching my head. As I've said many times, I don't know how to diagnose this stuff. I mean, I can go through a few things and do some things, but when it comes to the internal workings of the internal combustion engine, I am not a licensed mechanic. I can take it apart and put it back together. I even can tell you what some of the stuff does, but how to calibrate it, what goes wrong to cause exactly what with tuning a carburetor, no. So, not that there's much to tune on this one. You've got the throttle, but inside something's going on. I don't know what. I don't fancy taking it apart on the boat. Last time I had tools and equipment and nice indoor space to do it in. And yeah, so we'll see. Anyway, Gulfport's nice. The gentleman behind the counter was exceedingly kind. I explained what was happening, where I was, and he checked the jump box that they've got. It's like, well, that one's dead, but hang on, I got one in the truck. Okay, so he has loaned me his jump box to go and jump that center motor and hopefully get that thing rolling, and we'll see how good it is. Told him worst case scenario, I just walk this thing back to him. Adventures never ceases. Well, that motor's been working pretty damn good, even though starting it is a pain in the ass, which is why the cover's off, because I just restarted it and then was going, and the other rudder sheath broke. Thankfully, transom's fine, gudgeon's fine. And now I'm just going to wire it back together because I'm not sure what else I can do at the moment. I'm sitting here barely off. I don't know if you can see it, but there's 2 flags there. There's one, there's the other. That's about 100 yards away. That little island back there is where I ran out of gas, and the wind just kind of nosed me in to the beach, which was perfect. I lifted my rudders and just kind of sat there, but when I backed out, I hit a little mound and heard a pop and looked back, and I'm going at a weird angle. So I came forward to a space where I could anchor safely and have it not run aground, and now I'm going to address this issue. You can see
Something is right there. Perfect location. Next time I think I'll raise those up a little bit. So all the holes are out of water. Because I can. Not your normal day on a sailboat. Rudders are off. They don't really work at the moment. Got a berth for the night, and probably tomorrow night as well. Found a welder that'll do the job. So, should be good. Making dinner. Accidentally kicked it. Oh yeah, that's about ready. For the chili to go on top. Yum. This is where I've been sleeping. Till I can get that thing reinforced. Move back into my... Quite the wake for my little boat. We're coming in. I don't know where I'm going. Trusting the captain of the towboat. Going to the city dock. Wherever that is. Time to go to work. It is the following morning after my tow. Got pulled in here to the city dock. Which is awesome because now I get to figure out what needs to happen with my rudder and everything else. So there we go. Beautiful day. Continuation of the morning. Beautiful breakfast. Empire breakfast. What's the name of this place again? Empire. On Aztec. Delicious. Good music, good service. Fantastic. Empire on Athens. Beautiful place. Delicious breakfast. Nice little Greek town here. Nice walk from the city dock, which is where I'm staying. For a reasonable price for overnight, less than $100 a night. Water, all the amenities that you would expect from a dock. So life is good. It's evening. It's been a fantastic day. The welder showed up right when he said he was. Talked about our the rudder cheeks to get those fixed. He took those with him. And it'll be tomorrow afternoon. They should come back. My neighbor at the docks does flyboarding, so probably going to go check that out tomorrow. And hopefully have a good time. We've been walking around, hanging out. He gave me a ride down to Costco and got some supplies, a couple of batteries. Now we're hanging out at the Sponge Exchange. Let's see. Focus. Something like that. The Sponge Exchange. So hanging out here, and just been a great day. Alright, looks like I am going to get to go jet boarding. So we got the 2 jet skis. We're going to shoot over, jump on the boat, tow them out to a space that's good space to do it. But this hooks on to there. Actually, the steering mechanism comes off. That hooks on. Then this hooks on to the flyboard. And you get some video of me flyboarding. That's going to be awesome. There's CJ, Chet. He's got the company and is making things happen. Life is good. A couple $100 for a group to come out and have fun. So hell yeah. Aftermath. Was going on the jet skis. We got them in the water. Came back over to grab the other boat, and my boat was heeling over to where that corner was at the water line. And by the time I got on board, got the jet ski tied up, that corner was below the water line. How did that happen? Well, I left the city water pressure on. So this was filled up all the way to there. All the way up, just barely under the top there. Water line was basically here. Actually. No, it drained. Yay. The sink had water coming in, and basically all the way in the back there. Oh, let's see if I can get back in here to do it. That copper pipe right there had a line coming down that popped off, and it just pressed household or city water pressure, just filled up my space, got everything wet. This thing, I mean, water was, let's see, this got wet, which means the water level was, you know, what is that, over knee high. This was floating. Those were all wet. So yeah, actually the water level I think was up to about here, to the top of this fucking thing. Excuse my French. And so there's one bilge pump still running there because my safety air chamber got filled with water. And then this whole compartment slowly filled forward. So everything up there has got to come out. We had two 1100 gallon per hour pumps running off of the 18 volt Ryobi batteries. Went through 2 of them. Seemingly cooked bilge pump, which I'm going to take apart and see. But it definitely, I think I caught the brushes on fire from over temp. But we pumped out through the window because, of course, the pump down there is disconnected from the wiring because the wiring was Romex. But the batteries are good. Now it's the calm down and the cleanup. All my tools, those were all filled with water. Some still have water. So yeah, there's a bit to do. So, lesson number 1, do not leave the city water pressure on when you're not on the boat. Lesson 2, make sure your bilge pumps are on, because I had turned the breaker off because there's a constant draw due to the bad wiring. Tried to have wire delivered twice. Both times it's been delayed, so I had to cancel the order, and because I have to get it to a different address because I'm not staying in one place. So it's been challenging. Thankfully, Chet, my neighbor who does the flyboard, here we are. Yeah. Flyboard Surf Club. Free jet ski use. That looks like fun. Right? He basically saved my ass. Thank you, Chet. There's a number. Yeah. If you're in the Tampa area, from wherever the hell I am, Tarpon Springs. Yeah, I'm in Tarpon Springs at the moment. That's where he's out of. But a really good guy. And I'm gonna stay an extra day and try to go have some fun tomorrow. It's been a day, and now I'm coming down off the adrenaline, so I feel like taking a nap, which I might do. Thankfully, I have hammocks, but there's still a lot to do here. My adventure has been filled with adventure. There's something to be said for self-sufficiency, and there's something even greater to be said for good friends and just good people in general. So, yeah, I have much to be grateful for. Could have been a lot worse. So I got the bilge pump set up to empty this one out, but it's apparently died, and that's still about half full, because damn thing ran for a good hour and a half solid, and about half of that was running off an 18-volt battery from Cryobi, and well, they're 12-volt pumps, so that's a little bit. I mean, it'll do it for a minute, but and it definitely did it. But yeah. Alrighty then. I have a siphon going from there. That back there is fixed. It was, let's see if I can get my fat finger in the right spot. Oop, don't focus on that. Right up there, that gray one to the far left is the one that popped off. So I replaced that line. Oh, I think I already tossed that line. Now I've got it siphoning down into the bilge here while I'm wiring this bilge pump up correctly, finally. And I'm just going to leave the wire exposed, because once I haul out, I think I'm going to have to pull up this floor. The shelf back there is rotting through, so I'm not going to put a lot of weight on it, because when I walked across, one of my fingers went through the top layer into some rotten plywood. So I get to cut that all out. Loads of fun, loads of work. And case in point, there's my boat. I got pulled in, been hanging out with my neighbor who does the flyboard stuff with the jet skis, having dinner. He helped me get my boat out of the water because it was sinking. He's been a great help. So yeah,
Flyboard.
Meeting new people, and how do I hold the phone and do that? Meeting new people, and yeah, going new places, new adventures that I didn't plan and didn't know I was going to have.